Happy New Moon. I just come from a powerful reflection and I want to talk to you about how to properly set intentions. Because I was not properly setting intentions up until this intention setting ceremony. Like new moons, I see as moments to set our intentions for the next moon cycle and probably a lot longer than that. And this time, instead of intending from a more egoic place, what I somehow intuitively felt was I need to listen. I need to listen and let the intention come through me. And what happened was so remarkable that at the end of my intention setting, I just knew I needed to go to my live stream and immediately share this with you while I'm still in that energy. So I want to wish you a happy new moon. And I invite you that with this knowledge, you will be able to set an intention even more powerful than you might ever have before. This intention setting makes use of your multidimensional nature. And that same multidimensional nature is what I'm currently connected with to the best of my ability. So what I did was I sat there and first with my journal, I just wrote down everything that was on my mind. So my mind was clear. I even wrote, okay, I want to write about this and that, but at the moment first, because of this new moon, I want to set a proper intention. Okay, beautiful. And then I listened and I asked every unseen force, can you bring me to the highest possibility of what it means to be me? Can you bring me to the highest expression? Can you bring me to that version of Philip that is just constantly in the highest fulfillment, not only for myself, but in the highest fulfillment to everyone I touch? And I just asked that. And then I listened. Oof. And it took a couple minutes of silence. And I even felt a lot of inner shifts when that started happening. But slowly but surely, I started tuning to that version of me. And this is something you may need to know for this to fully happen, is that you are also a tuning fork. Just like actors, right? If you are an actor and you're acting in a movie or in a musical play, when you're playing a character, you're tuning into that character's frequencies, right? So if that character feels angry, you start to also, even though you are not angry, you start to feel that anger inside of your being. Basically, you're channeling that. So if you can tune yourself to a role that is angry, or a role that is victorious, or a role that is beautiful, or a role that is whatever role you want, you can go from despair to absolute bliss, you can go Disney, right? If I would say to you, like, we're gonna play in a film, we're gonna play in the film, and you are cast for this film, and you are going to play a princess. And this princess has been given riches and comes from a very wealthy and successful king. But this king was overprotective over this princess. And so she feels kind of stuck. Immediately, with just little information, if you now tap into that role, you are able to tune into frequencies that are not necessarily yours, which means you're a tuning fork. You're just like the radio. You are someone, your system, your spine, your breath, your intention can tune to certain frequencies. If an actor can play so many different roles, you don't have to be an actor to have that ability to tune, right? So instead of intention setting, just saying what you want, you're gonna intention set like a tuning fork. And even if you don't know the exact frequencies where you want to go to, you can ask your body, your mind, spirit, and all that is here to help you, tune me to that direction, tune me to that highest ideal, tune me to the most peaceful self, or the most successful self, or the most loved self, whatever you feel you want to move to. And then you listen, and you let that ability of yours that is tuning, let do its work. You let that ability just to find its way. Sometimes it needs to move a little bit things out of the way. You might notice that I felt a vibration, and then that vibration left, and then I was able to feel that highest ideal that I was tuning myself to. And once you in that frequency, when you start feeling that frequency, you can move all of that through you like a channel. So in this way, you're not intention setting like, oh, I would love this, I would love that, oh, in a moment from now, or like in a couple moments from now, or a couple weeks from now, I would love to have this in my bank account and that. No, you are coming from a space that has already achieved all of that and more. And I was a little bit ambitious, I believe, because I wrote down things. My handwriting changed, literally. Like you see my handwriting before, and then I started tuning myself, and I just received and listened for a couple minutes, and out of that, just my handwriting started shifting, and I started writing down text that I would never write. My current self would simply not come up with this. It also felt very devoid from ego. It really felt there was such a huge heart space that was open and was writing. And sometimes I literally heard my ego, but I also want to talk about this. You know, I also would love to have this and that, and I would love to have this number, and I would love to say this to my friends. And I heard that, but that big energy inside of my space inside of my heart was so huge that I could only write from that space. And my handwriting literally was different. My journal is still in the other room, otherwise I could just literally show it to you. So that was my intention for this video, is to show you how you can set intention not from your kind of ego that desires things, but from your ability to tune into your own highest frequencies. And the thing is, you don't have to learn how to do this. Your mind might say, but how do I use my tuning fork? Your tuning fork is already fully working. But you can take ownership of your own ability to tune yourself to whatever you want to tune to, or not. And sometimes it also really helps to reflect and to ask, hey, which frequencies was I tuned to recently? And are these frequencies actually helpful to where I want to go? some of the frequencies that I was tuned to were actually still tuned to me 10 years ago, and I found out recently. And it's really good to find out, because now I'm like, okay, I realize I don't need that anymore. Let me tune into the highest that I can possibly embody and be. And the answers that came through. So one of the reasons is that I would love in my videos to come from this place, right? I would love to, before I press play or record or stream, I would love to come from this place that I'm feeling inside of me. I will tune myself like, hey, let me be the person that is requested by you. Let me be that person that is here to help you. Let my energy be a resonant energy for you. And I might not know who tunes in, but I know the energy knows. I know spirit knows. I know my tuning fork knows. It's hyper intelligent. So it's already late for me, really. Like, I'm making this like very spontaneously. I was already in my evening reflections. And it was just so profound what happened to me that I was like, I have to share this with all of you, because I didn't know how intention setting could have such a powerful effect. So to quickly recap, my old way of intention settings, especially at new moons, at full moons, I would do more of a release intention. And at new moons, I would do more of like, what is my new self intention? So during this new moon and every other new moon, I would love to give you a new way of intention setting. The old way that I used to do was just write down what I would love to be and to have and to create, and may it be in the highest success, and may it be in the highest joy, and may it be this and that, right? Like may it be effortless, may it be fluid, may it help many. Like I had such a kind of like a wish list intention, like kind of like how I used to ask gifts for Christmas when I was young intention, right? And now, what I did differently and what had a huge effect on me was I first wrote down everything that my mind wanted to write about. And then I just laid down my pen and I just said to my energy body, to myself, to everything inside and outside of me that is here to help me, dear system, dear spirit, dear being, let me tune myself to, and then give your instruction. If you feel you are moving into love, say that. Let me tune myself to that version of me that embodies love in its highest form. And then you breathe and you listen. You breathe and you listen. It will come. The energy will start moving, and it might take a couple of minutes. And maybe you start all of a sudden writing things you would never written down, right? It might be your highest alignment. It might be the highest good, the highest joy, the highest success, the highest fulfillment, the highest abundance. Let's take a big deep breath together. And let me know if you are here and you would love to experience this for yourself. Please try this out for yourself. Let me know in the comments how it felt. I would love to grow with you. I'm all about growing together here and sharing whatever really helps me and really has an impact on me and my spiritual journey. I would love to share it with you. I'm here. Happy new moon. Happy intention setting. happy tuning to your highest ability. And I see you in one of the next streams. This was a very spontaneous